Good morning. Happy Monday. It's Terrie from TLC. I am so stinking tired still from that bike race on the weekend. I feel like 10 mile a bad road. However, it is Monday and the show must go on. And I wanted to pop on just for a few minutes to talk about something that has been sitting here for a couple of weeks, and I've wanted to show it to people, but I've held off because it's kind of gross. But yet everybody that comes in with their dog and has their dog groomed, they'll see what I'm going to show you, and they'll say, you really should put that on because I've never seen anything like that before, and I'll bet people out there would really like to see it. So I don't like to hold my camera either because I don't think I can hold it steady enough to make it for good viewing. Keep my thumb out of the way, Terry. So it was 2 weeks ago Friday. 2 weeks ago Friday, there was an elderly Shih Tzu in here that there was this fully engorged tick on her ear. And that's not an uncommon thing in a dog grooming shop. We get it all the time, and we tend to treat a tick when we find it like it is a bomb. If I've got a bather in here and they're doing their job, doing their thing, and I'm out here waiting on customers, I'm out here grooming, and all of a sudden, meow, goes the dryer, you know that the likelihood of the bather finding a tick back there is quite likely. And I'm usually the tick extractor because they gross out groomers. So these things, and you know, it's funny. I feel like a bit of a hypocrite. I'm always trying to find the good into everything and love all things in nature and love all creatures, but I'm having a really hard time finding anything useful and loving about a tick. If someone has it, could you please let me know? Because yeah, so ticks cause a lot of fear and panic in people. We worry about it with our dogs, getting the Lyme disease. And actually, there's a topic that anybody that's watching right now, I don't think anybody's on because it's like, what is it? It's 20 to 8 in the morning. It's early. Everybody's getting ready to go to work. I understand. But there's always the replay. So if anybody's got Lyme disease questions, I have a very, very good friend who is an herbalist. And he gives a seminar on Lyme disease, or on Lyme. And quite frequently, and now it's on Lyme for humans, but if anyone's interested in anything he's got to say, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a something. You can phone me, you can message me, put it in the comments below, and I'll ask him if he'll come on and do an interview with me for his Lyme seminar that he does. I have no idea how long it is because he always has it on a day that I'm working, so I can never attend. However, ticks freak people the heck out. And I'm surprised at how many people see this tick on my counter. And if my mother saw this thing on my counter, she would just freak out. She said, honey, please don't put the tick in a Ziploc bag on the counter for the people. No, honey, don't do that, right? But anyway, so it's kind of like a little science experiment for me because I want to see what happens with this tick. And let me tell you, it's interesting what has happened with this tick in 2 weeks. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Jessica's going to walk in the door any second, I think. So yeah, here she comes now, walking up the driveway. And so she's got no idea that I'm on a live stream. But she'll figure it out quick. Anyhow, so I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you folks the tick. And if you got anything to share and say, by all means, if you want to share it with your friends and family because you find it informative, then hi, I'm doing the tick on the live. I'm doing it. And there's another reason why I haven't done it is because I don't really know what to say. Like, what questions do people have about ticks? You know, ask me. Put it in the comments and we'll get your answer. Okay, so here we go, turning it around. Tick. No, because the light seems to, oh, there's my hand. The light, you can't see the tick as well with the light. I already tried it. So here he is. And I'm going to see if I can zoom in on him a little bit. Zoom in on her, I guess, because all that stuff. Can you give me a pencil? I didn't come prepared. Or a pair of scissors or something pointy.
No, I know, because it's been so long.
Tinker hasn't seen Jessica since last week. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Spider-Man pencil, here we come. So, these lines were not on this tick when you're in my light. Were not on this tick when I got it. It was fully engorged on the ear, like I said, of a senior Shih Tzu. Jessica should be doing this because she's way better with cameras than I am. Let me tell you, I'm shaky. So it was like, what? Twice the size, Jess? 2 weeks ago? Okay. And it was all this color here. This, oh, see, there goes the leg. That's what freaks people out. See, I'm poking at it and it's saying, hey, don't poke at me. Right? So it was fully engorged and it was full and fat with all of these eggs. See? Those are all eggs. All of these here. This here, where is it? It's not easy to do this, you know. This here, it's got hair in it because that's the piece of skin that came off the ear when I pulled the tick off. So the tick's head was completely engorged, like completely under the skin, right? The head of the thing. And then this big old friggin' gross body, all fat and full of baby ticks. And those are eggs, all full of eggs, was hanging off the ear. Okay, I'm gonna flip it around and see what you see. Sorry for putting my hand in front of the camera, but I'm sure people forgive me. So there's his gross, disgusting legs. Her gross, disgusting leg. Can you believe that? This tick has been in a sealed Ziploc bag for 2 weeks since Friday. Okay, sorry, I gotta hold it still. Trying to hold it still. So all of these eggs, apparently, what'd you say, Jessica? She did some reading on them. You said that they would hatch in a couple of weeks?
Like 20 days to something else, so over a month it'll probably take.
Over a month it'll probably take.
It's already been a week or two.
So it's been 2 weeks. So I'm just going to keep them in this Ziploc bag and I'm going to see. Apparently this female will die. And I mean, she's not looking so good. You can see just from the marbling.
They lay like 1,500 to 3,000 eggs or some silly thing.
1,500 to 3,000 eggs, she said.
Something like that. Over
One tick. One tick. Now, did you read how many times a tick can have? No, because the tick dies after it gives birth.
And they do not lay eggs on the host, but they will lay eggs in dog bed or a couch or.
So just like a flea,
yeah.
They'll lay their eggs, because that's what fleas do. Fleas jump on the body, they breed, okay? And then the eggs fall off into the upholstery, into the carpeting, bedding, that kind of thing. So ticks are the same thing. Basically. Thing is that what I didn't know that the tick died. She dies. Apparently they die. I did not know that information. I thought that they went on to do the life cycle all over again, just like a flea. Because like a flea can lay up to 2,500 eggs in a 10-day period. And that's how come people get so infested in their home so quickly, right? Because she has 2,500 babies and then she goes off and does it again. So, yeah, I had no idea. So the tick will fall off the host and then die.
Lay her eggs on.
But then she's laid 3,000 eggs in your stinking carpeting.
Yeah, and she'll linger for a little bit, and after so long she dies.
Wow. So I didn't know that. So yeah, if you've got the gross factor, then, you know, just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. See if we can get her to squirm a little bit. See, she doesn't like that. What's interesting, though, is that when I knock her, like when I pick her up and I pull her off of these eggs, she'll eventually make her way back to the eggs. And it seems as though she keeps laying more and more and more eggs.
It looks like she's laying more.
It looks like look, there's more down here, right? Let me see if I can zoom in on these eggs. Sorry, that's not working. Oh, there it goes. Wow, it's hard to hold this still. Right? Gross. And a lot of eggs. I'm going to zoom back because it's really hard to hold it still for people. And oops. I'm trying to fix this so that it's not so jittery. I don't know how to work these things. So anyway, if you've got questions about ticks, put them in the comments. And if I don't know the answer, I will find someone who does know the answer. That's fairly easy. If you're interested in hearing about Lyme, and it would be a seminar on Lyme for humans, I'll ask my buddy Chris Lamont. He's an herbalist here in Dundas. I'll ask if he would be interested of coming in and doing like an interview and a discussion on Lyme. Okay? So there you go. I'm going to get ready for the first customer coming in at 8 o'clock. Carrie, she's going to have a surgery tomorrow, so she's coming in today to get all fixed up before she goes in for her surgery tomorrow. She's got a sore toe. So anyway, have a good day, everybody. Happy Monday, and thanks for coming. Thanks for joining, and those that are watching on the replay, thanks so much. Okay, take care. Have a good day.